Welcome to today's video. If you're new here, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you can be informed as soon as we upload new videos. Today we are going to be cooking stew or soup, depending on how you prefer it. It's peanut powder combined with coconut. So what I did is I grated my one big coconut and used hot water to drain the milk. And now I put the milk in the pot, mixed it with a cup of pounded peanuts or peanut powder. So now I'm letting them boil together. And since they have the same habit of milk of spilling, I am going to be standing here and stirring until it passes that phase. And as soon as it passes that phase, then we're going to chop one onion and one tomato, and we're gonna put them together simultaneously so that they boil together. So let's go chopping. It's almost starting to settle. What I will also say is that peanut powder is very high in oil, the same as coconut. So when you use them, you want to be very careful not to use too much. So that's why I'm only using a cup of peanuts and only one coconut. But if it's a meal you eat once in a while, then you can have 2 coconuts and maybe 2 cups. But the peanut can also be very thick as soon as it cooks. So you want to make sure it's not too much, because otherwise it becomes too thick. All right, let me go chopping the onion now. As you can see, it has settled. It's no longer planning on spilling. So I have my diced onion right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in the pot. You need to make sure you don't let the water to spill on you, because it's very, very hot. So now that I'm done with my onion, I am going to take my diced tomato, and what you want to do is you want to let them boil for quite some time so that they can blend in nicely, because if you let it boil for a shorter time, then they don't really blend in nicely. So I'm gonna continue adding that and stirring. So let's continue with that. As you can see, the tomato is starting to give its color to the stew. So it's always very good not to put too much tomato. But at this point, we're just gonna leave them a bit to boil. As soon as they're cooked, we're gonna start chopping our starch of the day. Today I have potatoes, so that is what I'm going to add. If you don't have potatoes, remember you can always use macaroni, or you can take spaghetti and break it into smaller pieces and use it. Whichever starch that you use to thicken your soup or stew, it becomes very tasty. So I'm going to deal with peeling and chopping the potatoes. Now that it has stopped trying to spill, I'm going to season it. So we're gonna start first with half a teaspoon of salt, and then we're gonna put a quarter teaspoon of turmeric. Then we're gonna put a pinch of herbs, and then just a little bit pinch of paprika, just to make it a little bit hot. And then we're gonna stir everything together and see how it goes. Now the potatoes are in, as you can see. So we are just gonna let it cook, the potatoes, and also for this foam, it's gonna turn into an oil shape, and that's how we'll know it's cooked, But as you can see, the turmeric has already taken over the coloring of the stew. So let's continue, let it boil for some time. As it boils, you want to keep stirring it because the peanut powder likes to stick on the bottom and eventually burn. So you want to be consistently stirring it to make sure it doesn't burn. But as you can see, the foam is starting to separate, and that yellow part over there is the oil starting to take a nice shape of cooking. So let's continue. Now our stew is ready and cooked. You can see even how thick now it has become. So I am just going to dish it and taste. So I like the yellow of the turmeric. It makes food look super delicious. So I'm just gonna take that potato and mix again a bit. It's so delicious. The sweetness of the coconut when it combines with the sweetness of the peanut powder, it's just very delicious. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you can be informed the next time we make a new video. See you in the next video.